gonna see some breathtaking murals, some impressive works of art, some historical artifacts in some of these different museums, and not to mention the stunning architecture in which all of these artifacts are housed. So let's get started with our exploration. Let's go! And we're back at Plaza de la Liberación here in downtown Guadalajara. We are coming up on the Teatro, Degollado, this amazing neoclassical structure right behind me. This is a very, very famous theater. It's right across from the University of Guadalajara, another very famous institution here in Jalisco, very renowned for its culture and its teaching traditions. So Guadalajara hosts the biggest book fair in Mexico. It's very, very famous. So I mean, as a writer myself, this is quite a literary city. I mean, kind of up there with Guanajuato, for example, another very famous city that has traditionally been a university town. And I mean, you can always catch a concert here. I believe that different orchestras are playing this week. So hopefully we can catch a concert here sometime in the next couple of days. I have to check how it is, but for sure, it's very, very beautiful facade here, very reminiscent of the Pantheon in Paris. This is a very, very beautiful city. I do believe this is one of the most beautiful cities in Mexico, at least the downtown area is. So this whole area between the cathedral and the Plaza de Armas, right there in the back, all the way down to the Hospicio Cabañas, which you can very faintly see all the way down here, is an extremely enjoyable walk to do. You have all these different shops and restaurants, a couple little bars here and there, and this is a place where people really come to enjoy the promenade between all these different sites here in the Guadalajara downtown, going all the way down towards the Hospicio Cabañas, which is actually a UNESCO World Heritage Site and the site of some of Guadalajara's most famous murals. Let's go check it out. So let me give you an example of the finery that you can find here in Guadalajara. This is a very, very old house and it's actually a restaurant nowadays. So just wanted to show you how it is inside, just like the inner court, the inner spaces, and these very, very vintage old tables here, this little Mexican bistro, very much influenced the French style, I mean from the early 20th century, as we've been commenting. So Guadalajara was a very international city even back then. So a lot of the culture and influence you can still see in all these different nooks and crannies all over the city. So just very, very fine establishment if you want to come and have a good meal. But not everything though is luxury and finery. You also have the finer pleasures of life, the more popular sites where you can have, you can have ice cream or agua fresca, or your street tacos or tejuino right here on the street. So these pleasures, although cheap, are not to be underestimated. These are life's great pleasures. This is a very nice walk to two along the Centro. You're passing all these restaurants, shops, tiny little eateries. It's just a very, very fun environment to be in. This city is very walkable, especially here in the downtown. Tons of people here, you know, always saying hi. So some of the best souvenirs that you can get here in this region are leather goods. So you have tons of traditional Mexican boots and belts and hats here that you can take home and use, you know, wherever you're from. Everything from huaraches, traditional Mexican sandals, which are basically indestructible, to some Mexican boots, you know, which are world famous for their ability to just knock somebody out in a single kick. Belts of all kinds. Jalisco and Guanajuato, its neighboring state, are very much famous for producing leather goods, very much cattle country. So you do have this almost like cowboy-like tradition, which we actually taught Americans how to be cowboys because it comes from the traditions of Spanish Andalusian riders, which eventually made its way north as, you know, people settled further and further west. So this is also the land of the charro and the sombrero. So really, really worth it to come here and pick a beautiful article for you to wear back home. So this man behind me is making these little grasshoppers here for sale here on the street. He's doing it with basically one hand. He's one-handed. So no handicap can hold him back.
Vamos a hacer un chapulincito. ¿Listo? Vamos.
Dale.
Lo que le vamos a hacer ahorita es el cuerpecito. Lo llevas el video
A YouTube.
Algo vamos a ser famosos.
Sí, claro. So this man learned how to do.
Te lo regalo.
These men learned how to do these grasshoppers from his grandfather. So, you know, this very traditional Honduran way of making these beautiful little crafts. This man is an immigrant here in Mexico. He's Honduran. People didn't give him a job, so he does this. Gracias, mi hermanito. So I have a new friend here on my hat.
Hello.
Talk about having a feather on your cap. This city is just such a joy to walk here in the downtown. It is an amazing, amazing place. There's just so much to do. I am actually surprised at how much there is and how vibrant a place it is. Ooh, I'm seeing that the plaza of the mariachi is that way, so we might go exploring that afterwards. So Guadalajara has always really been considered as one of the center of the arts here in Mexico. It's a very cultural city, one where art, architecture, history all melt together to form this very unique experience of Mexico. So totally recommendable that you guys include this on your travel bucket list for Mexico, especially for central Mexico. White Plaza, right outside of the Museo Cabañas, is one of the most popular and iconic places in all of Guadalajara, not least for the amazing statues by Mexican artist Alejandro Colunga. These surrealist statues where you can sit down and get a really cool selfie. It's like having acid nightmares, man. It's just so real. Look at this. Really will give you nightmares if you think about, if you ponder too much about it. Kind of want to leave like an offering or something, you know, like a chicken or something to these like gods of some other dimension. So this building used to be a hospice for the needy and is now an art museum. All right, let's jump right in. So this building that we're going into, the old hospice building, holds some of Mexico's most iconic muralist art right here. So this is going to be a real treat. I really recommend you guys come and see this. Incredible. Just look at this. So the murals within this hall are one of Jose Clemente Orozco's greatest masterpieces. These are beautiful, incredible works of art. It's really worth it to come here and get the guided tour. They also have an audio tour here. There's just so much symbolism and history and culture mixed in among the murals here. So it's very much worth it to come here and learn about what this all means. Let's remember that the murals here were meant to educate the masses, the illiterate masses, just by watching and observing the symbolisms on the mural walls. So this iconic mural here at the top of the hall here is Jose Clemente Orozco's masterpiece. It's called The Burning Man or The Man on Fire, because of the subject matter that it has. And it was painted in 1938, so a time of great strife in Mexico and the world in general, especially in Mexico, where you're grappling with the after effects of the revolution and social change. So all just very indicative of the time that the painter lived. Truly remarkable work of art. The Museo Cabañas is one of the most popular art museums in the city. So apart from its iconic murals, the 57 murals by Jose Clemente Orozco, you also have these rotating and temporary exhibitions that they have here. In addition to the building itself being just a very beautiful structure. And can you hear the singing of the birds behind me? So we hope you guys enjoyed this video of some of Guadalajara's most amazing museums. It really is very much worth it to visit some of these incredible, amazing places and just explore the rich history and legacy of Mexican culture. Remember to like this video, subscribe to our channel. It keeps us growing this incredible community of ramblers and rovers just like yourselves. Until the next adventures, adios amigos. Keep on rambling and roving. This guy says hi, by the way.